Welcome to Lone Star Quiltworks. My name is Terry and we're located in Bryan, College Station, Texas, about 90 miles north of Houston. I'd like to show you my shop for Scott Fortunoff's Jaftex Shop Challenge. We're located in the heart of Aggie land where Texas A&M University is. We have 65,000 students here that bleed maroon, gig 'em Aggies. So we went ahead and printed our own fabric for the shop that uses the school colors from Texas A&M, which are maroon and white, and we added black and gray to go with it as a complement. This fabric is a custom just for my shop, and we have fat quarters, we have yardage, we have all kinds of kits that go with it, and we have an extensive section of Aggie Fabric for people that come in to visit us for collegiate projects. We have all kinds of projects that we keep here in this section. Some of them are custom designed quilts that we have done for the shop, and others of the quilts are patterns that we have adapted for an A&M spin for our shop. We are a baby lock, handi quilter, and FOF dealer. And we also are a Kimberbell certified shop, as you can see by the shirt that I have on today. And we do have some ladies that are in the back that are sewing for a Kimberbell event. So this is part of our color wall area here, and we have a lot of solids. We opened our shop in 2005, so we've almost been open for 15 years. And we have about 7,000 bolts of fabric, and our shop is 6,000 square feet. I can tell you that when we moved in here about 8 years ago, we never thought we would fill all this fabric in all the space that we have, and now we're always kind of falling all over each other. The girls keep asking me, where are we going to put something next? We're trying to show you some of the quilts that we have up on the wall. We're very lucky because we have high ceilings, so we can put our quilts up pretty high on the wall and get a good view for the customers to see. We carry fabrics from about 35 different fabric companies. For example, this is a panel that we have that we currently are featuring from In the Beginning. It's Game of Thrones, and we even have some dragon scale fabric to go with it. We have an extensive notions wall that we keep here in the shop, and from the time that we actually opened, it's taken me quite a bit to curate this, but all of the notions that we carry in the shop, we know what to do with them, and we understand what the consumer wants them for. Creative grids are one of our favorite rulers. We also carry the Alex Anderson rulers and have had good results with those too. We also have lots of notions for machine embroidery and for cutting, rotary cutters, different brands. One of our newest acquisitions is the Acorn paper piecing products. We like these, and we always like the Soline pens and markers, the Clover pens and markers, and we really like Olfa and Kai for our scissors. All of the employees that work here, we call them the Lone Star Quiltworks ladies. They have their favorites, and I think the majority of them would agree that we have the Kai scissors are a big favorite of ours because they're lightweight and easy to use. Clover pins are another favorite of ours with the glass head pins, and we recently just added the magic pins that have a head that's easier for people to pick up when they have arthritis, and they can be ironed on just like the Clover pins can be. Big selection of machine needles. We have Classe, we also have Schmetz, and we have a new display of the newest Classe needles coming in too. There'll be a little bit different packaging. Back in this section back here, we have a lot more quilts hung on the wall, of course, and this is our area where we have our Handi quilter machines. We are an HQ Way award winner and have been for 3 years in a row. That means that we provide exemplary service to our customers, both for installation and teaching purposes, and we have ongoing events with Handi Quilter. We also quilt for the public, and we teach lessons on our Amara here, and we have customers that can come in, become students, and then rent time on those machines. So we're going to back up here a little bit and go around this way. We have a nice little collection here. This is a little bit of an unusual fabric. This is from, I can't remember who it's from. This is Jungle Mania. And we have the birds, and we also have the cats and the dogs. And these have been really popular with us lately. And these are the animals that we have had from them. They've been pretty popular, and we've seen lots of little quilts made out of them. And this is another one here with the dogs that we have. They've been very popular, and they are from Blend Fabric Company. We have a lot of different patterns, and we also have pre-cuts. This is some great fabric that we have that we brought in from Free Spirit. This is Denise Burkett, and we are absolutely in love with this line, and we've had customers that have even used that fabric just to put in a frame and hang it on the wall. We are Quilter's Dream Batting Girls. That is the only batting I have ever carried, and we absolutely love it. Not sure if you know this or not, but wool batting is one of our favorites. It gives lots of definition to your quilting. It is a little bit more expensive to the customer, but one of the reasons we like it is because when you actually quilt and fold up your quilt afterwards, it will not crease. So if you have an heirloom quilt or a quilt that is really special to you, I'd like to recommend that you use wool batting. Over here, we have Mr. Scott Fortunoff's fabric over here that is tulip pink on one side, and we have lots of pre-cuts here on these end cabinets. We did have our cabinets custom made for the shop. We got to the point that we had a lot of bolts and had to get them up somewhere, so we designed these shelves ourselves. And on the back side here, we have Mr. K Facets fabric, which is also from Scott. And again have pre-cuts on the other side here. This is kind of unique to our shop. We carry these little small panels by an artist out of Austin, Texas called Kathleen McElwain. We are in the process right now of designing a block of the month with Kathleen's blocks. And along that line, we also do a lot of blocks of the month. We have some that we've designed ourselves. We have some that are canned from the fabric companies. And we also have a lot of clubs that meet at the shop and tons of classes. We have a rug hooking club. We have an English paper piecing club. We have a machine embroidery club. And it just kind of keeps going. And everybody enjoys the socialization aspect of the clubs. There have been some great friendships that have been made by people that attend these. Most of what is in here is continuing with the color wall. We are moving back towards a kids section, but we'll cut through right here and we'll just show bags and aprons that we do in the shop. We have a whole section here that has aprons on the wall down there. We have some garments that we do, and we are starting to carry cork, and also we have vinyl and mesh, and we have done a bianni club this last year too, so that was pretty interesting. Our panels, we have lots of panels, and we kind of display them a little bit differently than other shops do. We put them on a board and we put them with a number, and that way when you need a panel, you tell the girls which number that you would like for them to get, and they go back and pick the panel up for you that's already bagged for us to ring up at the register. We have lots of gauze and have used it for garments and have also used it for children's outfits. And we even have this little guy right here who I think would be a wonderful dog bed, but I think it's really supposed to be for a baby. So I guess because my babies are dogs, that's what I'm thinking. Back here are more of the cuddle kits, all kinds of children's fabric in this section right here. And again, I know we're trying to pan in on some of the quilts that we are lucky enough to have on our, again, very high ceilings. So this is for our machine embroiderers. We have these little blankets with a lovey that can go with it, and they come in rabbits, elephants, monkeys, and we even have a husky. And you can embroider either the initials here and then maybe the baby's name on the blanket to go with it. We do have a pretty extensive reproduction area. We have a lot of customers that still like reproduction fabric, and so we carry reproductions from Baum and Wyndham and also from Moda. And moving back over in this section, we have a lot of batiks. We're really well known for our Texas A&M fabric, also for batiks, and actually for reproductions. One of the reasons that we're known for batiks is because we have a Judy Niemeyer teacher. We are not a certified Judy Niemeyer shop, but we are very blessed to have a teacher out of Houston named Jan Matthews, who comes and teaches Judy Niemeyer and her foundation paper piecing with us. And she has been kind enough to help me curate my batiks over the last 4 or 5 years. And we have people that come from Houston and Austin and as far as San Antonio and Dallas to shop our batiks. So back here is kind of a section where we have kits, and most of them are wool or they are felt, but the nice thing is they are projects that you can just pick up as a grab and go. And we do have an area here if you have somebody with you who doesn't know how to quilt or doesn't want to learn how to quilt, don't know who that would be, but they can have a seat right here and enjoy reading a book or maybe looking on their phone. Back here is our wool section, and we do have a lot of wool because we do have a rug hooking club, as I mentioned before, and so we have some of Wonderfil's pre-cut wool. We have books on finishing and making hooked rugs. We sell hooks for rugs. We also sell the frames for rug hooking. And this is all of our wool on the wall. We will rip any of the wool to 1/4 yard. That's the smallest that we'll do. And everything that you see in the shop is online at our website, which is www.lonestarquiltworks.com. We're located at 4301A South Texas Avenue, Bryan, Texas, 77802. Our phone number is 979-595-1072. We do have an offer on our website. that if you place an order with us, your first order, you can save 20% off for whatever you buy, and you can also get free shipping for over $80. Moving back here, this is where we keep all of our 108s, and we do carry a lot of 108s because, as I mentioned, we have long arm quilting that we do for the public, so we are also known for helping people to pick their backs out. And this little section here is pretty much Happy Hallows and Chenille It. Happy Hallows is a company that we love that has canned kits, and customers like it because they can basically make those up by themselves, and everything's in there that you need. We have an extensive sales section, and my class is getting wild in the back. And what we do is our sale fabric is always 50% off, and we require a 2-yard cut, but that brings most of our prices down to about $5 to $6 a yard, which is really amazing for quilt shop quality fabric. And we have been doing this since we opened and have developed quite a following for people that like to come and shop for bargains with us. And out here, this is our thread area, and I think we have a lot of thread for a quilt shop. We are a Wonderfill boutique shop, which means that we have done education with Wonderfill as a company, and they have brought in teachers from out of town, and we've had classes. We also are an Aurifil shop. We love Aurifil, we love Mettler. We just love thread, and one of the reasons I keep so many brands on it is because you always have to find just that right color. In addition, we are a Presencia thread shop, so we have a full complement of embroidery floss and 3, 5, 8, and 12 pearl cotton. And then one of the interesting things with Wonderfill is they have pre-wound bobbins, and our customers, especially our machine embroiderers, have really fallen in love with these. This particularly is a good one for people that do hand applique, because then you get all of those deco-bob threads in one color combination. And last but not least, we have our exquisite thread that we like for embroidery, which is a 40 weight polyester thread, and works really good with our machine embroideries, that we have. And back here in the back is my class that's just finishing up. So we have been doing Spooky Soiree. Hi, Scott. So they wanted to say hi to Scott, and they all have their little hats on.
Hi, Scott.
And they've had fun all day long. We fed them, and they've made 4 projects today, and this is something we have a lot of fun with, and lots of our classes are different complements of across the board. So I'd like to thank Scott for offering us this opportunity to show off our shop, and if you would like to come visit us, we'd love to have you come visit us, and if not, come visit us online. Bye!